For Mercedes-Benz, it's essential that they get the E-Class right. This is their best-selling sedan, and it tops the sales charts in this class. In many ways, this redesign gets a lot of things right by sticking to Mercedes family values. There is no question that a strong family resemblance now runs through most of the Mercedes sedan lineup. The E-Class looks a lot like a bigger C-Class or a shrunken S-Class. Unfortunately, like most contemporary Mercedes redesigns, the more curvaceous exterior styling has made for smaller windows. Visibility is still pretty good from behind the wheel, but the previous, more boxy car felt more open and airy inside and had a better view out. This E-Class uses a turbocharged 4-cylinder as its main engine choice, instead of a V6. It's the same 2-liter 241 horsepower mill that works so well in the C-Class sedan and the GLC compact SUV. Sure, there are other sizable luxury cars like the Audi A6 and Cadillac CT6 that offer 4 cylinders too. But in those cars, going with the 4-cylinder is more of a curiosity rather than the main course. Going with 4 cylinders poses little sacrifice in the E300. This engine pulls hard without showing much effort. The 9-speed automatic helps, although it's not as silky smooth as the best 8-speed gearboxes out there. That said, this engine is like a church mouse with a snoring problem. Most of the time it's very cultured, leaving the cabin quiet inside. However, it is very loud at idle, especially from outside. Mercedes family values extend beyond the styling and powertrain. Like the latest generation of rear-drive Mercedes, the E-Class does a great job at combining sharp handling and a comfortable ride. Direct steering makes the car an eager backroad companion, belying the stolid image of the brand. Even though it can be fun when asked, the E300 still deserves to be called a proper motor car. It feels super solid to drive, and the suspension smothers most bumps, but there are a few harder than expected motions that do come through. Like most E-Classes, this car has the sport suspension. The available luxury suspension would likely be more pillow-like. Another Mercedes hallmark is opulent, class-leading interiors. Almost everything inside is either padded to the touch, shiny chrome like the Burmeister speaker grills or steampunk-inspired vent registers, or covered with glossy slabs of wood. But not all Mercedes traditions should carry on. Each generation of the command infotainment system controls grows more complex and more frustrating. I mean, you have to go into the screen to adjust the lumbar controls on the driver's seat. There's no excuse for the distracting controls. After all, Audi and BMW do it better. But the Mercedes does offer some rather advanced electronic driver assistance aids. Loaded cars have Drive Pilot, which takes a step along the self-driving car path. It can actively steer the car to keep it within its lane. Unlike Tesla's Autopilot, Drive Pilot works more in the background, letting the driver easily override the system. Systems like this should require you to keep your hands on the wheel. The Mercedes system will drive hands-free for as much as 30 seconds, but it's much better than the 3 minutes or more allowed by Tesla. Even if you don't get Drive Pilot, all E-Classes come with standard forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking. We applaud Mercedes-Benz for taking this step. Then again, a rear camera doesn't come standard. It's part of an options package. Come on, one comes standard on a Honda Fit. As you'd expect, the E-Class doesn't come cheap. The E300 starts around $53,000, and 4MATIC all-wheel drive adds $2,500. But the sky is the limit when it comes to options. This car has a big panoramic sunroof and the Premium 3 package, including Drive Pilot, massaging seats, a terrific surround view camera system, and even a cabin perfume dispenser. This option package costs over $11,000, bringing the grand total for this car to a whopping $69,585, and there were still more options left to get. For more on luxury cars, check out consumerreports.org.